normal again. I think I would like to do the occasional biking stream as well. I was talking yesterday about how it would be cool to go back to Japan and do some hitchhiking again. Either like fly there with my bike to the south or the north, and then ride to the opposite end of Japan, like from south to north or north to south, and then hitchhike back up the other way. Or hitchhike first, then bike back, and just go across the entirety in two different methods, two different ways. Hitch and bike using a folding bike. Good. I'd have my backpack on at that point, I guess, for carrying gear. Yeah, I could do that. Is pilot's license still in the future? I would love to still do that. My plans fell through. My pilot that agreed to do it lost his medical certification. And then things kind of fell apart from there. But I was only searching in my immediate area around Victoria, so if I broaden my horizons, I can probably figure it out. Pilot's license here in Portugal is so expensive, like 50,000 euros? That must be for a commercial license. General aviation, like private pilot's license, I think are less common in Europe. There's less general aviation activity. World hitching with Sarah is what I think a lot of us think you need to do. You have to think of your future, or you're just solo for the rest of your life. Yeah, I do want Sarah to join me. She just has her own work, right? Medical certification, like CPR? No, like, you have to be cleared medically to be able to fly, and you have to do that every so often. And he went in for his recertification, and he didn't pass. It's not for me to talk about, but so legally he's not allowed to fly. Is stealth a consideration with your bikepacking tent? Yeah. You do broadcast to thousands, but does it help with some headaches to fly under the radar? Yeah, so the tent I got, the Z-Pax Plexamid, it comes in several different colors, and I picked the camo one because I want it to be as discreet as possible. It's honestly hard to find tents that are discreetly colored. They're usually like bright red, orange, yellow, like, because most people want to be able to find their tent, or if things go wrong, they want other people to be able to find their tent. Got a $50 no? Oh, I did. Oh my God, I did. I'll miss whenever I'm with you. What we got? We got Dugan. Good to see you, Dugan. Thank you so much for the $50. It's good to see you. Appreciate the support. Cue up Aerosmith, back on the saddle again. Great to see you back to finish up the ride. Woohoo! Dugan, thanks so much for the $50. It's good to see you. We're back in business, finishing what we started. I hate leaving things unfinished. I also hate saying I'm going to do things and not doing things. But yeah, we're just talking about the pilot situation. I still plan on doing that. That's also something that feels unfinished. I'm like, I'm going to do this, and I didn't do that. And that just makes me feel disappointed as well. Then we had the European hitchhiking trip last year, and that got cut short. It just feels like so many things are just not panning out, at least initially, the way we want them to do. Whoa, what happened? But yeah, dude, thank you. I need to pick my next drink. Are those empty? I think those are empty. That's full. That's empty. That's full. think I just have water left now. Well, and alcohol, but. But yeah, for those who don't know, I don't have notification sounds. Like, it doesn't like, my phone doesn't yell at me when I get subs or donations and stuff like that. I just have to visually see it. Don't think anyone holds you to that. It's never a sure thing. Sure, but like, I still set expectations for myself. And it just doesn't feel good, like, internally to not complete what you start. Whether that's in your control or not, it just doesn't feel good. You're right, private flying license here in Portugal is roughly less than 10,000 euros, not bad. Yeah, so private license, you just need a whole lot less hours. And usually what makes the commercial pilot's license so expensive is you just need a lot more time flying a plane, and planes are expensive to fly. So, yeah. So into the Italy hitchhiking streams last year, we watched every day. It sucks how I had to end. Yeah, Italy was amazing. I've been to Europe several times, but I had never been to Italy, and I don't know how that happened, but we had a good time there, didn't we? It's good. So I think I want to bring some of those fries with me for a bit later. I might strap them to my bag. How hot is it supposed to get today? Phone, do you tell me? No. Let's Google it. Antigonish. Oh, I spelled that very wrong. Weather. It says it's like maxing out at like 26. That's really not bad. Like 70% humidity, give or take. Better than yesterday. Feels hot in the sun though. That was just like the Google weather one. It could be wrong. I forget what they base off of for that. But I think I need to grab a cold drink somewhere. McDonald's? You want a McDonald's cold drink? What do they have? Because they mostly only had pop here, so I skipped out on that. But I'm out of like the sports drinks, so I think I'll pick some of those up at a gas station or something. Like I'll switch between water and the sports drinks just to replace like the salts and stuff like that I sweat out. $1 drink days. Like I could get an iced coffee. Every time I drink coffee, people say I shouldn't be drinking coffee for riding or something. I don't know. I thought caffeine would be fine. With smoothies, though, they do have smoothies. That could be nice. Those are only $2 during $1 drink days, aren't they? You can get a medium smoothie. We could quickly throw down a smoothie. That could be nice. What's wrong with one cold brew? But yeah, I'm just gonna walk over there. I'm gonna get a $1 drink days smoothie. I'm gonna get $1 drink days iced coffee, and I'm just gonna throw them down right now. And then we're gonna pick up some sports drinks at a gas station probably before we leave town, and it'll be great. It'll be wonderful. was because of my stomach, yeah. I think we're getting better on the whole stomach front. These in the background. I think I'm just gonna leave you guys here. I think we're in a safe enough area that you guys can be here. I'm gonna bring my phones and stuff. But I'm just gonna walk across the road there and get some drinks, and I'll be right back. Yeah, okay, well, I'll do my foil thing first. Don't leave us? Well, you guys will protect the bike. You'll protect it. I'm gonna leave the mic running, but I don't think it'll reach that far. Maybe it will, who knows? I'm throwing out the aluminum foil, so don't worry. I know everyone was worried about that. I got a bunch of garbage in my pocket. A bunch of tape, some random bottle cap things. Okay. I'm heading over, just across the street. Watch over the bike. This guy. Ooh, and I gotta get my mask. Oh, yeah, it's just in my pocket. I can see the windows. Smoothie. That one. Can I see the camera? I can't see. It's like I'm like staring at you from McDonald's, staring into your soul. Ready to head out of town here. Back on the road again.
just right.
Wonderful.
That's for the gentleman right there. Okay, here's everything else.
Awesome. All right, I'm coming. Here we go, guys. Oh. Drinks, straws, a receipt. All right, let's get my chat back going. All right, yeah, one for me, one for you. Good times. It's actually pretty far. Make out some stuff while you're in there. It was a little choppy. Yeah, this is a Rode Wireless Go mic. There's a Rode Wireless Go 2, and I think it's supposed to have a bit better range, but the big feature it has that this one doesn't is it comes with two of these guys, so you can like do an interview and they both broadcast to the same receiver. I don't really need that right now, but if like say me and Sarah were like riding together on a tandem bicycle, that would be great to have like you both have your mics broadcasting to the same receiver. It was annoying, not the best idea. I'm sorry you found it annoying and didn't think it was the best idea. Hopefully we'll recover from this. Hasn't ruined our friendship. Let's try this smoothie. It's like a coconut, pineapple, tropical smoothie. Yeah, pretty good. Very cold. I like it. Are you going to present Sarah to you? Presenter. But no, when I fly back to, after this, once I finish this trip, I'll be flying back to Victoria, and I will stream with Sarah. I will introduce you to Sarah. We'll hang out, we'll do some stuff, we'll chat. Maybe I'll ride my bike and she'll ride her scooter. She's a stand-up scooter for commuting to work. A 08 scooter. It's pretty zippy. It goes like 40 kilometers an hour. Wait to meet her. She seems amazing. I quite like her. Which is important when you're in a relationship. You should actually enjoy the other person's company. Cold drinks have just really hit the spot. So yesterday, like, I had tons of water. Well, I still had lots of water left, but like it was all roasting in the sun. And then Salt Spring Sniper came by with like a gallon of ice cold water in a jug and a bunch of apple juice that was ice cold as well, and some cold watermelon. Oh, that hit the spot after cycling for however far that was. Something iced coffee would messed up your stomach? I don't think so. It's possible. Oh, we got Dr. WD-40 with the raid. Thanks so much, and everyone welcome to Hitch. We usually stream hitchhiking if you haven't been here before, but I'm streaming cycling across Canada. I did most of it last year, but I wasn't allowed to certain provinces, so we're finishing the last bit that we weren't allowed to do last year. But yeah, everyone welcome. We just stopped in Antigonish, Nova Scotia for a bite to eat. I had a bison burger at this little food truck here. I'll let you know what it is when I'm leaving. It was very good, very tasty, and the staff were nice. Have a nice doner. Doners are pretty good. I think I'd go for a gyro over than there. I like it with like tzatziki rather than the sweet doner sauce. Because they're pretty similar, aren't they? A gyro versus a doner. Just like the sauces on them. What was Dr. WD-40 up to? So he does several different things, right? Where like he would be doing like some metal detecting on the beaches and stuff like that. And the meat is different. What's typical meat in a doner versus a gyro? Clean all the sand off and head home, but have a great ride today. I will do my best. I'm guessing you're at the beach. Beach metal detecting. Okay, cool. Dr. WD-40, or anyone that's coming from his stream, did we find anything today? But what happened? There was another metal detecting stream we used to host all the time. What was his name? He was in like New York State, upstate. Does he stream anymore? I liked his streams. I think metal detecting's a good stream idea. But it's on the beach or it's in the woods. The other guy did it in the woods. Dr. WD-40 does it in the on the beach there. Jonathan, yeah, that's the one. Is he still streaming? Not been on in a while. Okay. Sad. Well, like, maybe someone said he might come back. I like the streams. The best find was a Pandora ring today. That's a good find. These really cold drinks are just hitting the spot here. Just imagine how we felt when you stopped streaming. It's such a tough time to do travel streaming. And just no other type of streaming excites me like this style of travel streaming. Best find ever of Doc was the vibrator. He found a vibrator metal detecting on the beach. So I used to work at Value Village, and I worked in the miscellaneous department, sorting in the back. So I'd pretty much just they had a big thing full of just boxes full of people's random knickknacks and stuff. And I'd be taking the box out and taking stuff out and then cleaning them up and sending them over to the pricer and stuff like that. And if it was electronic, I'd be testing them and cleaning them and stuff like that. But we'd get like a lot of like, you know, like blow dryers and hair straighteners and curlers and stuff like that. So just like those kind of things. And I opened a box and I pulled out a Hitachi magic wand, and I like joked with the person next to me. I'm like, you know, we all know what this is used for. And I'm like, should I send it across to the pricer? And they're like, okay. So I, you know, tied everything up, tested it. It did vibrate, and sent it across. And she just priced it and sent it out. And I'm like, you know that? It's a personal massager. And they made me go out and grab it off the floor. Just buying a used one of those seems interesting. But the thing is, like, those can be pretty expensive. Like a new one's well over $100, isn't it? I'm thinking Canadian. Maybe not, I don't know. So it's like, if they priced it really cheap, I feel like someone would buy it. What's wrong with that? Just sanitize it, you know? You can get a high quality product for a really low price. You just have to get over the gross factor if you find it gross. The Greek gyros, the sauce made of milk, sugar, vinegar, garlic. Doner meat has a lot of spices. It could be cayenne pepper, oregano. The trick good doner is to use good ground beef. Try not to use any fillers. Use a variety of spices. Okay, so they season the meat differently. But is it a different kind of meat? I don't know. Doesn't make them anymore, so probably more for a real Hitachi? Potentially, yeah. I think Hitachi wanted to get out of that market, because they do. Hitachi makes a lot of things, don't they? I don't think they like the association with a sex toy. But as a personal muscle massager, it works quite well for that as well. Heavily whipped ground beef? What does heavily whipped ground beef mean? I didn't know you could whip beef. We've been a long time not streaming. Yeah, I was living in Victoria, got a girlfriend, living the non-travel life, and now we're back to traveling. It's been a tough year and a half for the traveling world. Trickological with the 2-month Prime resub. Thanks for the 2 months. Welcome back, Trev. Good to be back. Marlies, you want to travel? Where are you going to go? Or where do you want to go? Bike without padding in your shorts? Just the padding in my butt cheeks. But yeah, my shorts are not cycling shorts. They're just icebreaker shorts. They have a, I'm not sure if you can see, they have like a kind of next to skin layer, which is a merino wool blend. And then the loose part of the shorts is just a normal synthetic material. I had to watch Rob CD a lot while you were gone. He has done so well on Twitch. Kudos to him. And with like very like seemingly like wholesome kind of content. Some people stream very aggressively when they're IRL streaming in cities, and get right in people's face to kind of talk to them and get the content and stuff like that. But whenever I see clips of him, he just always seems like he's doing nice things. So I'm glad he's found success. Italy and US, that's my plan. It's two very different places. But yeah, can never go wrong with Italy. Unless you're in Venice when coronavirus outbreak happens in Venice. That was awkward. That was what happened last spring. Well, it was the day I left Venice. There were news reports that an outbreak was starting to happen in Venice, and I had just left. How's the trip been up to this point? We're just getting back into it. This is day 5 of being back at this Cycling Across Canada trip after, taking 10 months off because of pandemic stuff. And the first few days were I was physically feeling questionable, but I'm feeling better now. I think we're getting right back into it, and I'll be good to go. How many tubes of repair kits do you carry? I have 2 tubes, and I do have a patch kit as well if I want to try and stretch a punctured tube a little further. How far each day on average? Once we're into it, when we were cycling across Canada not all last year, for almost 3 months last year, it's probably about 100 kilometers on a proper day. Sometimes less, sometimes 70, 80 kilometers, sometimes more. I think our bigger days were 150, 160 kilometers. In the cycle touring world, I think 100 is pretty typical. That is not considered a long distance, but it's not a short distance either. Do any bigger repairs on your bike on the road? What's my biggest mechanical? We did have to get essentially rescued last time. So what happened is I got a puncture when I was riding around Winnipeg. I was off, I wasn't even streaming. I just left my bags at someone's place to just check out the city for the day. And I noticed I had a puncture, so as soon as the stores opened at 10 a.m., I just went to Mountain Equipment Co-op, and I just asked if they could fix my flat, throw a new tube in, and they did, and that was fine. And then I got a puncture east of Kenora, because it was where I was staying with names. Why am I so bad at names? Anyway, I was staying with another streamer, and when I left, I got 30 kilometers out of town, and I got a puncture. And when I tried to take the wheel off to fix everything, the person at Mountain Equipment Co-op had put the torqued on the tires so tight that when I was trying to take it off, I broke my tool. It just bent the steel. And then at that point, I'm I have no way to fix this. So they came back, picked me up, took me back into town. We took it to a proper bike shop where they have an actual heavy-duty tool, and they did take it off, and they said it was torqued on there pretty good. Roar Pickles, it was. I was so bad when I forget names, and it comes back to me eventually, but it was Roar Pickles it was Kenora, right? That was the biggest mechanical that we had, and it was just a flat tire. But because someone else touched my bike, it was set up in a way that I couldn't do anything once it did puncture again. Yeah, ohms, it is a through axle, yeah. Can that be bad? Yeah, this is a steel frame bike, so this should be able to take some beating. What kind of sunglasses are those? Actually, the sun might not show them that well, but I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a Twitch badge on there. It's from TwitchCon. Everyone that went to TwitchCon, I think it was San Diego, got one of these. We've got KJ Dub with the 100 bits, thank you. Get your camera set from Bike Curious, but you threw Cap in there. But regardless of if Kappa was meant to be there or not, the third person point of view was 100% inspired by seeing Bike Curious stream with a third person camera. I do it in a different way. He uses a whole tripod with 3 different, so essentially mine is just a monopod coming off at an angle. I did post it in Discord General if you want to scroll back in there and check and see what I did. It's just a monopod going out at an angle, and it's strapped down at multiple points to stabilize it. He used an actual full tripod, like with 3 legs. All of the 3 legs were attached to different points of his rear rack of his bike, and it would go straight up, and then he had a separate pole that went out, 2 feet to the left, facing that way, and the camera mounted on that. So a much heavier duty setup, I think. But this one is definitely travelable. Like, the monopod is collapsible. It's still pretty long when it's collapsed down. It's still like 2 feet or whatever. But I can travel with this. Looks like a substantial tripod, and then a hunk of metal on top there on his. And give away your seat at the end of the tour? No. The more you ride these seats, the better they get. This seat has formed to the shape of my butt. I love my seat. But yeah, I think someone else would set up a third-person biking stream as well, probably also inspired by that. I think if it's set up well, it's a really interesting perspective. Is a leather seat rough on the nuts? Yeah, it's a leather seat, but I like to compare it, like if anyone's bought a brand new pair of like nice leather boots or something like that, like Red Wings or something like that. When you first wear them, you're usually very uncomfortable until you break them in, until the footbed kind of forms to the shape of your foot and the leather softens up a bit. Then they become like just shaped like your foot, and it just holds it nicely. I have a pair of Red Wings, and they sucked for a week or 2. But now they're super comfortable. I can wear them all day, and I'll hike all day in them, and it's fine. They just take some time and some love to warm up. And it's the same for this saddle. When I first rode this first few 100 kilometers, I wouldn't say it was particularly comfortable. But the more you ride it, the more comfortable it gets. Think your bike needs a paint job though? You don't like the color? You're banned. This color is awesome. I actually was not sure about it when I first got this bike, but it grew on me really quick, and now I love it. And if you don't agree with me, then you're insta banned. It's a great color. Seafoam green. Had a steel bike in the same color. Got robbed a couple years ago. Sad. I love my baby. I think the brown seat goes really nicely with that. And when I took my bike in for a tune-up when I first got back from the trip last year, and they had these brown little, whatever you call them, on them, because it was tearing the old ones, and I'm like, I like the brown accenting. Never name her? I don't think we ever gave an official name, though. There was speculation, there was talk of coming up with a name, but nothing ever stuck. Yeah, people aren't allowed to not like the color of the bike. It's just not okay. I should actually go to the washroom. I might just ask these people if they're going to be here a minute and then just be like, can you watch over my bike? Because when I was waiting in line at McDonald's, I could just see the bike the whole time. It's like a Bianchi green. It is. It's very similar. I should do that. Just while I'm in town. And then we'll leave and then we'll get some sports drinks. I still have like a good bit of water, but no like electrolyte replacing drinks. But I'm going to leave the mic this time. Because, you know. That's not needed. I'll plug it in while I'm done. we're back in business. Do not need this. Okay, you guys get up to anything interesting? You look fabulous, thank you. That's very kind. Oops, I just took a screenshot by mounting my phone. Okay. I can just recycle most of my empties because I'll just be replacing them with new bottles. 2 empties. 3 empties, and they have a proper bottle recycling here, so that's nice. I'll just strap on my fries for a snack in a bit. Ooh, we're rolling. We're not supposed to be rolling, but we are. There we go. Fries are attached. Feeling today? I'm feeling pretty good. I was stressed last night and this morning because I actually lost this thing, and I was rummaging all around trying to find it. It ended up being, ooh, just knocked the cable. It ended up being in my tent. There's like a mesh bit between the floor of the tent, which kind of is like bathtubs on the side there, and then the fly part that goes over. There's this little like mesh section, and it went in there and it kind of like dipped it down so you couldn't see it. And I didn't find it until like, I looked for so long. Maybe you can change the shirt color. Do you not like this shirt, Sarah? Just for continuity's sake, I decided to use the same shirt as we did last year. This shirt we rode all the way across Canada with. Well, this and the red long sleeve shirt. But I am breaking out the gloves today, so I hadn't been until today, but we're in glove mode now. We are thinking, we were kind of talking the other day about, since we've got like this third-person POV, my back is just like on display the whole time. We could totally put like memes or ads or something just on my back. Subscribers' names, donators' names, because you can make custom jerseys. And just, yeah, that could be fun. Spice things up a bit. Good, but they want you to color your hair, so I thought maybe start with the shirt. It's a raw. Your shit to me like already. It's an important part of a healthy relationship is to be able to give your partner a little bit of shit here and there, isn't it? Just checking my tire pressure a little bit, make sure it feels solid. Seems fine. right. I think I got everything back on the road. We're pretty much going back the way we came and getting back out to that on-ramp, back out onto the highway. Although I guess I could look and see if there's a different route out. Let me see. But we got Undercover Mojo with the 2-month Prime. Thank you very much for that. Great to see you on your bike again. It's good to be back. Yeah. Here, maps. Where am I? I'm there. When I pulled up my maps, I was in Pennsylvania. We don't need to be in Pennsylvania right now. Honestly, I think the shoulder's best on the highway than anything else, so we'll probably just get back out on the highway, because I can take 4, but yeah, the shoulder looks like non-existent, so highway it is. Just back the way we came. Turn right on this road, take the next right at the next road, and then just go straight until you get to the highway. Pretty easy. Okay. I'm probably gonna have to plug in this. This one might die because I did lose it all night, so I didn't get to recharge it. It's only got a bit of charging this morning once I did find it, so this might die at some point. I can plug it in while I'm riding, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. How miles has this bike done? Last year we did just over 6,000, and we're gonna be doing another 1,500 this time. I could just go out, but I'm gonna wait for a gap. Do 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 do. In 200 meters, turn right. Do. I think they were scared of me turning into me on a bike. The people turning right there, at least. Fingers up me. Oh, I don't need to have the 2 fingers, but going like this is a right turn. This, well, that's stopping, and then straight out left would be a left turn. It's me using turn signals so people know what I'm doing, so I'm predictable. There you go. Nice. We got Novasun with the 2-month Prime. Thank you for the 2 months. Ooh, this guy's got apples, Honeycrisp apples. Sarah, are you in? Sarah eats a lot of apples. 5 pounds for $6? That seems reasonable, isn't it? How much are we paying in Victoria? I don't remember. All right, pay attention, we're in a roundabout. One time when I was training before I started doing my long distance tour, I went through a roundabout around Kelowna, and I had my my inside pedal down as I was like turning left around the corner in the roundabout, and I clipped my heel, or my pedal rather, and picked up the back of my bike. It was very sketchy. On ramp. Wait. Oh, there'll be a gas station again. I'm like, I need my sports drinks. myself on this trip? Only when I've been like off-road on a trail and like there's a random like steep section and you just go from riding very slow to riding like to just losing all your speed, and I just like tip over. Nothing like a proper crash, just tipping over. One of my first days last year when I started this trip, I bagged myself on the top tube of my bike. I just like, isn't in Nanaimo. I was trying to like go over some like little random bump thing, and I was just gonna like push it while standing on the other side of the tube, and I slipped and just pretty much sat down on the bar real hard. That didn't feel very good. All right, on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I live is cycling with all my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. I pass on my bike trails all the time. Too much toe overlap. My 700s to keep them in the middle. I've actually done that like a pedal strike twice on like pavement. Just taking like, both times it was a hard left turn, and one time I just had my inside pedal down, which is stupid, and the other time I didn't think it was sharp enough that it mattered, and I just tried to pedal through it to keep my momentum up. And both times you just like metal pedal just hitting the asphalt, and it just like kicks the back of the back tire of the bike up. It's not a good feeling. Oh yeah. It's a nice speed to just get a nice refreshing breeze. Honestly, I was pretty sweaty just sitting there chilling, because there just wasn't really much for any breeze where we were sitting. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you the name of the food truck, but now I forgot the name of the food truck. Probably someone saw it. If you do know the name of the food truck, then you can put it in chat now. The food is really good, and the staff there are really friendly, so if you're in Antigonish, I can recommend it. Oh, don't do that. Talking to my bike. East to West Coast USA motorcycle. Ship motorcycle from the UK. That'd be a really cool trip. I would love to do cross country, either Canada or US trip on a motorcycle at some point. Just check off another means of transportation across the country. Hitchhiking, cycling, why not motorbike? Try hot air balloon. If I get my pilot's license, fly across. There's a big ass Shell gas station up here. It is across the highway. Is that an overpass there? How does this work here? Must be an overpass. I do have to get a few sports drinks. Ooh, a nice river. Did a tour around the world on the unicycle. Yeah, he had a YouTube channel about that, didn't he? Like, that is so much harder than doing that on a bicycle. I feel like you just... One, it's not as good for hauling gear. I would assume. I feel like you couldn't just like chill as much as you can just riding a bike. Like right now when I'm casually just pedaling, not going particularly fast, like this is a very just casual, simple process. I feel like unicycle would just be much more involved at all times. But a cycling trip around the world could be pretty cool. I don't know what route I'd take east of Europe. Because I had that conundrum when I was planning on doing a hitchhiking trip around the world, and I chose Russia because it was just one visa and I could get all the way to back to the Pacific Ocean at Vladivostok. Is that a Birkenstock? I think that's a Birkenstock. Someone lost their sandal. They'll probably be very disappointed about that. It's another one of those things, like, are they comfortable when you first get them? I just know that like people break into their Birkenstocks and then they're like their favorite footwear forever. Oh, it's an underpass. Okay, that works just as well. Wait, where is the... That's a Nissan dealership. Where's the Shell and the Tim Hortons? Hopefully it's not that far off the road, because I just wanted to quickly zoop in. But yeah, usually on like the Trans-Canada, like this in this area, the gas stations aren't like directly on the highway. You just have to take a little exit. Where are you? Keep going, man. Well, I just gotta resupply, and then we'll get going. Hot days like today, you just need to drink a lot of fluids. I'm pretty sure I've hitchhiked on this on-ramp that we'll be cycling onto once we resupply. This one looks very familiar. Like on my way to St. John's hitchhiking. I know I've hitchhiked out of Antigonish a couple times, but... Ola Jim. Thank you for the Prime. Welcome to the Twitch. Bikers. 777 subs. That is insane, guys. I think I had like 60, 70 subs after taking my super long break, and this is day 5. And we're up to 777s. Do appreciate it. I wasn't sure if people would come back. I was still gonna finish this trip regardless, even if it was just me on my lonesome. So I just don't like leaving things unfinished, but happy everyone is coming back and saying hi, showing their support for the trip. So it's like on this, and I took it really tight and turning left, and I struck my left pedal. Oh, that breeze is nice. Person just gave me space behind, so it was just a little wave to be like, thanks for not being pissed that I just took the lane to turn left on. Okay. Wallet, mask. Yeah, we'll just load up on drinks. Probably get 3 of them. Powerade or Powerade? Maybe some of both. Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, there. Sold through a lot of these. They've got some options, just you can tell they've been picked through. $1.75 each for the Powerades. Oh, they're cheaper. Okay, we'll get some Powerade. Then we'll get one of the big Gatorades. How much bigger are those? 900 bucks? Oh, wait, what are they? 950 compared to 710? Yeah. But the small ones are only 225. That's probably a better deal. I kind of like that green Powerade that Salt Spring Sniper gave me. I'll get one of those. What else? So one green Powerade. Wait, but it's two. If you buy two, then you save like 40 cents each. Okay, so we'll do. Okay, what's the pink one? Or red? Pink or red? What's pink? Strawberry lemonade. That's probably good. And then we'll get. Oh, the Gatorades are buy two. Oh. I don't want 4, I want 3. What do I want? Decisions. You get one big boy. Blue. Those are pricey. I'll get one big boy blue. There we go, 3. Doing well yourself?
Good. Just everything?
Just these 3 here.
$8.35?
On Visa, please.
That should come right up. Do you need your receipt today?
No, it's okay.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Have a good day.
You too. All right, we're back. Receipt business expense. I still can expense them, kind of. CRI could get kind of mad because I don't have receipts, but I'm just going to be carrying so many paper receipts on me when like space and weight, like receipts aren't heavy, but there's just going to be a big pile of them. Okay. How do I want to do this? Up to this side. I want to do this. Second trip across Canada, or third? I couldn't finish it last year, so this is a continuation of the first trip. But I wasn't allowed to finish because pandemic rules. It's a fun looking Jeep. What do I want? Just deciding how I want to strap everything down. If I put another ball there, it's going to be pretty heavily weighted on the left side. So I'll put some more there and put some of that. Oh my lord. You're just giving her. Whenever I see someone running in a situation